I am specifically cherry picking this particular trend to help me to identify all of my confluences for a continuation. So when I look at this particular trend, this is like the ideal trade for me. And I'm going to do my best to break this down. I'm going to, okay, so overall, this is an up market. And so I'm on my 5 minute time frame, which is my analysis time frame, I should say. So this is my analysis time frame. And I've got the 50, 20, 50, and 20 and 50. Yes, those are my 2 and the 4 moving averages. Okay, so the blue is my 20 and this orange color is my 50. However, I also have another 50 moving average on the 5 minute time frame that's on that's overlaying this, which will show once I drop down to a different time frame. And to turn on my oscillators, I'm going to cut the market off too, just to kind of help me comb through this. Come on. All right, here we go. Waiting on my system to catch up here. All right, here we go. All right, so my analysis time frame, like everything is showing pretty much the same for my entry time frame, and the rest are on my 5 minute analysis. So what I'm going to do is cut the market off just a bit more, maybe right here. And I mean, I know the overall trend is up, but to put this in a triangle, I'm going to hide this for the moment. Okay. So I'm looking for no crosses of the moving averages right here. So I'm going to go up in time so that my blue and red have no crosses. All right, and so my 50 moving average on the 5 minute time frame has appeared. And right here it appears. Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? Okay, I'm trying to zoom in on this specific area. So I'm looking for the red and the blue. Okay, so there's a cross down and a cross back up of this blue. It drops below my red and then back above. So I need to move up in the time frame to get the correct time frame for the triangle and defense. And this right here, it lies on top of each other. So I think it's good. It is good. All right. So this is a 7 minute triangle. Okay. And then I have an impetus level right here. And also, like, the purpose of me doing this is so that I can be confident. I don't need to think about what it is that I'm doing. This is a system, and I need to implement the system without any thought. So if I say think, I need to reword it into a way as I am doing this systematically, not based upon thoughts or emotion. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm marking is my 7 minute impetus level. for the sell. I'm gonna change this to red. I gotta put it in there again. And put my identifier on here. I did that so wrong, goodness gracious. All right, let me go back to this. All right, delete it, okay. All right, and so what I'm also looking at is, I know I've missed the trend. However, let's just say if I were looking for a pullback, this would be my indication right here, because I have a print that has printed for both the high and the low for the pullback, and I would drop down in my time frame. 5 minute is my analysis, and so my pullback time frame is half or up to 3/4 of my analysis time frame. So to go back and find that particular trend, okay, it's right here. All right, and the moving averages, they don't cross, and price does break above the trend line, this particular triangle, as well as it also breaks above the moving averages. And also for the triangle, this right here identifies as a pullback. Another thing that I failed to mention, all right, I have to go back to my 5 minute time frame to identify this. Yeah, waiting on this to catch up. Is I have this break of the MACD on my analysis time frame right here. So I'm going to add that right quick. All right. And once I get this break is when I can begin looking for the qualified pullbacks and things of that sort. Okay, so I'm gonna drop back down to my 1 minute where I have that pullback. Which occurred right here. And what happened in a scenario like this is I would get in for the buy. I would set my stop loss right here for at least a 1, 2, 2 at minimum. And actually, so if that's my 1 minute qualified pullback, I would actually drop down a bit further to find the correct time frame for this particular triangle for the entry. That one may have gone, the 15-second may be too low. Waiting on my system to, okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So there's a cross up and a cross down. So the 30-second works best. And goodness, it's taking forever to load. All right. So once price breaks, get in for the 1 to 2, and I can actually put my stop loss here. And actually my 1 to 2 will be approximately here. Okay, and I see, so to go back up to the 1 minute for another qualified pullback, I would identify this, and also to another confluence, the CJ arrow has come on, and I'm still showing the momentum or the volume here. This particular area would most likely confuse me because it dropped below the zero line, and then the vortex crossed, and price is crossing through. What I've discovered is when price is crossing, or excuse me, the moving average is crossing through price, that's consolidation, which there is consolidation there. So once price broke out of that, okay, got that, okay, and got the entry. And oh, I'm sorry, let me go back to the 5 minute again. I'm getting myself confused. Okay, so the whole point of this is to identify what a continuation would look like. Feel like I'm doing this wrong. Feels wrong, it feels wrong, it feels wrong. Okay. Drop back down to the 1. I've got this area right here that shows a pullback right here. So this would be another entry. There is the continuation right here, and the vortex is expanded, and we have this overbought area, and drop down to find the right time frame for this particular triangle, which I think okay, 30-second on this one too. All right, and my impetus level for here, I even got the CJ arrow that came up as an additional confluence for the pullback. My impetus level, although it didn't print, is approximately here, and price did break above here. And then I also have the CJ tool that has came on outside of my triangle, so this would be an additional entry. Stop loss there for the 1 to 2, and I would actually go in a bit more. I didn't put my structures into place. That is definitely a no-no, because I've got to have some zones to respect and disrespect. So with that being said, I'm just going to say that price went approximately here last. So I'm going to go with that for that particular trend or this particular position. And I will go back to the 1 minute pullback time frame to see if anything more populates. And higher highs are being made. Okay, stop. It's not stopping. It is not stopping. Okay. And so this right here will be another pullback indication, as well as when this other print printed. I've also got the down arrow. I've got the MACD and the vortex still showing bullish sentiment and volume. And so once price broke outside of my triangle, let me find the right time frame for it. This is going to be another 30. I see the across right here. And once price breaks above my moving averages, I would, let's see, go in. I would truthfully go in right here because it broke above. And let's see here, my stop loss will be there, and price went here last, so I would go for that. Actually, I'll put that there. Okay. And price is still above this 50 moving average on the 5-minute analysis. And I have another print here. And it's about to be a pullback, so a break of the MACD here. However, still have volume here. So let me see. I think CJ arrow that came on. Price has broken above. Found an impetus level for the buy. The price has, or excuse me, the MACD has broken. Everything else is still showing bullish. And for the more, well, let me wait for the green arrow, which there we go, that came on. And I'm going to wait for a break of the impetus since I'm on such a lower time frame. I'm on the 32nd. All right, right there will be my entry. There, go for the 1 to 2. And that is all I am going to take for this particular trend. Okay. So it pulled back more. So that one would be an L. And I know that if I had some zones in place, I most likely would have been a bit more cautious of that area. However, we'll keep moving. All right, so now I see that I have divergence here. However, on the vortex, it's still expanded, and this MACD is still or is showing bearish. It's, however, there's some bullish buying momentum. So I am going to play this out. And I'm still a bit cautious because of the, I mean, I can probably get a 1-to-1, but I'm not going to do that. And actually, let's see, yep, I got an impetus level that actually should be over here. That would be for the buy. I'm unsure if it even populated. So a lower low has been made. And let me find the right time frame for it. Yeah, I should have tried the 2 minute. Waiting for the, okay, let's try 2. There was a cross on the 1 minute, so I'm looking for there to be no crosses on the lowest time frame. All right, so I'm gonna roll with this one. So I am going to continue to trap this and look at, and I'll just watch my other confluences. So it looks like a deep retracement, the market taking a break. There hasn't been a cross back up of this 2050 moving average, the blue and the blue and the red. Okay. Now okay, so I need to actually continue trapping this. And I need to adjust my impetus level. And what else? Continue. Let me try the 1 minute again. See if that's a good time frame. Okay, so there's a cross here. So 2 minute is what's best. And I need to actually adjust. Let me see, let me go back up to my 7 minute time frame. Was that still the impetus level? Yes, is it? Blue and red, cross right there. Oh. Okay. Going to adjust that there. So it looks like a correction. However, I'll just, if it breaks this level right here, I'll be looking for the sell. So I'm gonna go back to my 1 minute and continue trapping the retracement. And it's actually going to be a 2 minute. The CJ on the 1 minute came up here. I'm not on the right time frame, but I have an inkling of an idea to be potentially at some point looking for a buy once all of my confluences come into place. Oh, okay, it took off without me. Okay, so I was waiting for TradingView to catch up. All right, so price broke the impetus level that appears here. CJ tool came on, and so there was a close above here. So this is approximately what this would look like for a 1 to 2. Let's see, and actually I need to drop a time frame. To find the correct triangle. For this particular trend. So the impetus level for this trend would have been the high, they created the lowest low, so it would have been here, price breaks here, entry outside of the triangle. And I wonder if I can go, and I think the 15-minute was too low. Did I try it already? Okay. So here's the low, or the high degree, the lowest low. And so price went through here, and see if this would have been multiple triangles, then all right. So I'm gonna leave that how it is. I would put my stop loss here and go for the 1 to 2. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna stop with that for today. So I took, even though I knew the direction of the trend, because I cherry picked it, I still got caught up with this right here. I think that was my L for this particular back test again, and that's me knowing the direction of price. However, still not closely analyzing all of the confluences, and I didn't put in my zones to prepare me for areas of caution. Still more work to be done, not giving up. Gotta grind in a bit harder for a little bit longer. Why give up today when tomorrow might be the day that I win? So I'll keep pushing.